Hello, and welcome to the video. This is a deep dive into tactics and performance of a high-level MTC player, with over 250 hours on the game. I hope I can share knowledge that you may not know or entertain you for a short while in this dark world and provide a little bit of relief along the way. So sit back and observe as I play a infantryman as Eagle Federation against the Hawk Republic in the wide trenches and rough grasslands of the Muddy Fields map in Multicrew tank combat on Roblox. Shall we begin? So let's begin this match. I check first my daily challenges after a match I had played prior. With that, I decided to once again play infantry as it would be the easiest to complete my challenges. I selected my loadout of a AT4, M4 carbine and mines. I went to go select a vehicle, but as I looked at the map, I see my team was scattered all over the place and we didn't control any zones, so I waited. Eventually, I decide to go for a Humvee but was still not certain on it. After getting in, I only just then registered the autocannon fire, meaning my teammates were in IFVs or APCs, I could likely spawn in on them. Viewing the selection, I saw a LAV near the enemy spawn. This would be a good place to set up ambushes for the first few minutes of the match. Though we entered the fight immediately with two enemy tanks. I was spotted and prioritized, and swiftly perished. A bad start and a sign of things to come. Spawning in after that death, I go to see what friendly personnel carriers are available and my options had swiftly diminished. I elected to go for the Bradley near a point as they would likely be involved in urban fighting against infantry soon. I jump out and close the door after spawning in. I would rather walk than be killed in the Bradley should it take fire. As I enter the urban area, I hear another engine approaching from the left. I checked the map and did not see any friendlies. This could only mean one thing. Enemy infantry going for the Bradley. I had to intervene. Quick and efficient, that Bradley likely did not know of the danger heading its way, but we still had a job to do. I go to destroy the transport vehicle. And then head for the capture point. In the distance I could hear the faint rumblings of an armored vehicle, definitely hostile. I will go to alert the Bradley crew, although they likely would hear it too. I resupply my AT4 and go to take up position again. The Bradley has engaged the enemy vehicle. A BTR-82, a IFV, weaker to that of the BTR-90, easily destroyed by the Bradley. An easy target killed. I continue my patrol, and hear an engine in the distance. AT-72B, a Hawk MBT for early game advances, could easily deal with me and the Bradley if we are not careful. I take a shot at it, and hit the ERA block. The Bradley is in danger. I fire my gun to alert the Bradley, though it is already targeting the T-72. The Bradley engages the T-72, though also takes fire and cooks off. The Bradley has taken out the T-72's barrel and track. The crew will have to disembark to repair it. I will ambush them. With the crew of the T-72 now dead, I can focus on other things. An enemy tank has fired a ATGM at me, luckily not killing me. I will disengage and find a way to get back into the fight. After re-engaging with the urban area, I hear several vehicles coming my way. I had assumed I had just missed all my shots and went to engage with the AT4. Yeah, that just happened, an invisible wall where there was meant to be a gate, nothing I could have really done. I spawn in again and change my loadout with the new points I had gained. Then I went to go choose a vehicle to use. I wasn't liking the options I had with the points I had, so I went to go check what friendly personnel carriers were in the field. None. I needed 150 points for a striker with a javelin missile, so I decided to wait 3 minutes. With 3 minutes passed, I get the striker javelin, which should give me much more advantage over the MBTs that they are bringing out. I then stop to preload the 50 cal and the javelin missile. With that done, it was time to move again. Knowing there would be enemy tanks on the road, I take up position and hope to snipe some with the 2 javelins I had. Through the thermals, I spot a T-series tank, an easy target to destroy for my javelin. Or so I thought, an unlucky hit I guess. And another hit with essentially 0 damage. I abandon the striker as it begins to take fire. I hear a tank approach, another T-72. I fire under its ERA blocks and almost wipe out the tank, but it keeps driving and I give chase. It stops to engage friendly vehicles. Now is a perfect chance. Excellent hit from me, once again going under the ERA blocks and hitting the ammo model. They never had the chance to escape. I see a tank moving in the distance and pre-range the shot. I know the distance from previous fights, so I am confident in my accuracy. I await for a good strike. My teammate's hit brings the vehicle to a stop, making my hit miss. I shake my mouse in frustration. With my last AT-4 doing no damage to the tank, I switch to my M110A1 DMR to snipe their crew. I spawned back into the fight with a CV-90 that had entrenched behind enemy lines, allowing me to enact revenge on the QN506. After knocking out the crew, I head away from the road. I then head towards B point to capture it. I refill my Panzerfaust III and then place down a FPV drone for recon. An LTSE, a Game Pass vehicle that is operated by one person. Despite its size, it has a very deadly armament able to knock out most tanks in the game easily. I hit the LTSE poorly, though it does take out his track and ATGM launcher, though a complete vehicle kill was a few millimeters away. I alert my team to the coming vehicles. Though a Grad rocket hits the B point, killing me instantly. I respawn once again, this time choosing the tow variant of the JLTV, with a specific mission in mind to help my team. Though I drive it too recklessly and I end up flipping it. Great job me. After unflipping it, it is time to continue. I get to where I want to be, near the enemy spawn. Here I will harass and defeat some enemies so they don't make it to the battlefield. My first target? A Mi-24. A good hit from me, but still more to come. I then hear the noise of a rocket artillery piece firing, likely a Buratino, a deadly asset that would only further cause my team issues. Time to go deal with it. I spot the Buratino and fire. The tow missile had no problem defeating the Buratino, and I now move to avoid getting killed. After killing a few more helicopters, I spot a Strela 10M leaving their spawn, an anti-aircraft system. With the tow missile defeating the Strela easily, it was time to go resupply the missiles. I assumed I would be fine approaching the sea point as I was coming from the direction that the enemy usually comes from. But I was wrong. A comical death, but a death nonetheless. After that death, I did not play any more of the match due to the amount of time left and the sheer dominance of the Hawk team, so let's discuss what went well and what could have been done better. Most of the deaths I had were either unlucky or due to issues with the game's buildings, nothing to really take away from that. I think the most impactful play I had on the match was the tow JLTV. I destroyed 4 tanks, a Buratino and a Strela, as well as 3 helicopters with that before dying to the Object 477. The Striker's Javelin missiles were a huge letdown. In other instances of me using the Javelin, it has worked great and reliably one-shot tanks, but for whatever reason, it failed in that instance, twice. Overall, it was a poor match. It was a heavy loss against a technologically equivalent team. I did what I could given the tools at my disposal, but it was still not enough. Perhaps I will be able to impact the game more next match. I hoped you liked the video. I would really like to continue with this content, and you showing engagement would really help me with this. Consider liking and commenting what you thought I could do better, and while you are down there, perhaps maybe consider subscribing? Regardless if you do or don't, I am glad you have watched the video. Take care, and I shall perhaps see you in the next video. Bye bye.